Alright everybody, welcome back. Getting going again here. Still working on the air and air tank installation, stuff like that. It just takes a while. What I went with is 2 of the Skymaster tanks and a 3rd medium tank for the gear, and that should be plenty for a couple cycles. 2 tanks are underneath this tray, and then I got this one right here as well. I added the fill tank. This is for the gear. This one's going to be for the rest of the other side of the house, which are all these canopy open and close, speed brakes, gear 1 or door 1, door 2, and then the brake system, which will be this thing right here. I still got to mount, and then I got to mount this guy too. It's my sequencer. Just got to figure out where I'm going to put them. The biggest thing is I got to get the cockpit in. It makes me really mad that you pay $300 for a cockpit, and then they assemble it and they paint it, if you want to call it that, and then it won't fit. You have to cut it up and break it apart to basically piece by piece install it, and you know, when they glue it, it breaks when you try to take it apart, and it just makes me mad. So anyways, but right now the air system's in. I got one line here that's going to go to the sequencer. I'm not going to put I haven't decided on it. I still may put one of these gauges. I'm going to definitely put one on the other system because I don't have any way of seeing how much air is in, but the sequencer has a pressure gauge on it, so as long as I got power when I fill it up, I'll be able to see how much I'm putting in the system. But I still may put a T in there, and then just you know, add a pressure gauge if it becomes any kind of an issue. So this will go to the sequencer once I figure out where I'm going to put it, and then this guy here goes to it goes from that fill port right there, and this will plug into the other tanks. I think I'm going to run 2 of the other 2 Skymaster tanks, and they'll probably be up here in the nose along the wall type deal. So it's getting there. I'm going to try to get most of it done this weekend since it's so cold outside. I did start clearing out the channels and cut the access holes in the back wall here for the rudder servos. I got some metal arms to replace those plastic ones I made. You kind of had to clear a channel there. It had epoxy in the way. So those are all done, and I'll have to cut the hole and install the pitch arms or control arms next. I'm guessing there's no wood in there, so I'll have to cut it open, put some ply in there to help support that, and then I'll have to do the same thing for the slats on the wings, but that'll be pretty quick. You just cut 2 slots and glue the hinges in, and then just hook up all the push rods at that point. And then you got to make a mount for the power system, and once that's in, it'll just be final hardware mounting on the nose. This is pretty much just going to be batteries only. I think I am going to put the little LCD box, the little programmer box for the battery backer, just kind of up here. I won't use it a lot, and I may end up unplugging it when I'm not using it and taking it out, because I'm also going to mount the magnetic switch someplace to where I can turn it on and off without having to take the nose and everything out of it. So that's the plan. But that's where I'm at so far. I'm getting back to getting going. Like I said, these are velcroed in right here. I glued in this little tab to basically keep the tubes where they need to be. This stuff Gotta be careful with this lip. It's real flimsy, and this one cracked. It's already cracked over here once, and you just put some epoxy on it, but it's real thin in certain places. So, and I did put the cockpit on, made sure everything was clear, or the canopy on, make sure it's clear. And if anybody knows where this little guy goes, let me know. I'm thinking it's angled. I'm thinking it goes somewhere back in here for looks inside that piece, but I'm not 100%. So if anybody knows, let me know. The gear's getting better. Coming up, that last length, when you pump it up to about 100, 110 psi, the gear will get all the way up. It just, the last inch to half inch is real slow, and of course when the gear doors come up, they're going to hit it. And so hopefully I can put some lubrication in there. I think the problem is the paint and stuff in here is causing friction on this little joint right here. Sorry about that, because this is your rotation point. You can see right here, this piece rotates along this shaft. So if it's not clean, it doesn't have good lubricant on it, it doesn't turn very well. It's not this portion of it. This portion works just fine. And like I said, it's when it gets to about right there, it's when it starts getting tough. And it's just the rotation portion of it. So working on that. Also ran the leads for the wings. Asked around how people are doing it, and some people have put a little hole in the wing that lines up with this slot and runs through there, and then various other places. I'm going to try to put a hole and mount the clip right here, and then if I can get the wires to it, that'll be the best place, because then you can just clamp in right in this area here and it stays clear of the swing wing apparatus. So, but I'm getting there. I may have to move downstairs, so I'm getting to a point now. Hope I can get it downstairs without the nose, with the nose on it. If not, I may have to redo some stuff and start all over on the air system, because I'm going to have to cut everything, but we'll see. This thing does not line up very well, by the way. I got to work on that a little bit better. The bottom's flush, the top isn't, and it just leaves a huge gap. I mean, you can actually stick a little piece of lock wire through there. So, but I mean, it's tight, it's not going anywhere. I guess it's just the way they joined it, or the way their molds are. So, oh well. But I'm gonna get back to it. You guys take it easy.